Okay, let's go ahead and get into the stock market technical analysis. I did a video yesterday for the private member group, so today we'll do a public video. If you guys are interested in getting private market insights, feel free to join up on the private member group. $5 a month, cancel anytime. Link in the description below on that one. All right, so bigger picture, we're looking at the daily chart, and basically I started to build a short position. I believe I started to build that short position right there up to about 460. Didn't really add any additional short exposure because in general I didn't know exactly where the market turn would be at. I expected it to be soon, but and so we have a short position, and that short position is now profitable, and we are so I think we're going a lot lower. In general, there was the concept of a bull flag. That bull flag is negated. This can't be a bull flag now. The pattern's not there. So from my perspective, likely heading down to the 200-day moving average again. Maybe we'll get a bounce there. You might get a 1 or 2 day bounce, but I don't expect the bounce to be nearly as much. And in general, we might not even get a bounce. We might just slice right through it. So that'll be telling to kind of see what the price action is when we approach the 200 again. So that's the daily chart. One thing though, the triple Qs obviously is made up of all the big tech stocks. So in general, we can look at those. Nvidia being really the king. And here's the thing about Nvidia. I want to point it out because we are seeing obviously a pretty good sell-off this morning or today, but there is some potential bullish signs in Nvidia for a rally. Here is the daily chart, and you've got trendline support right there, and we're starting to crack it on the daily chart, but the day's not over, okay? And I could easily see them rallying this thing up. They've definitely made it look like it's going to break midday, but until you get that close, we can't call that a break of trend. And if I narrow it down to the smaller time frame, like the hourly, we'll go down to the hourly here. We do have some bullish divergence. See that right there in the hourly chart? You've got, if I can grab the right tool, you've got the momentum is still moving up right there. And we're dipping down, making new lows, but we do have some bullish divergence. So I could easily see a rally into the close on Nvidia, and you're likely going to see, and it would probably be a pretty impulsive short squeeze because you're getting a lot of shorts piling in this morning. So something to take note of. And then if I narrow it down to the 15-minute chart, see there, you got bullish divergence. We're making new lows in price, but the momentum is still bullish. So what I'd like to see in order to confirm, first things first, obviously the day we need to, the day has to close, but you really want to see this bullish divergence get taken out. All right. You want to see that drop down here. Once they take that bullish divergence out, there's likely not a lot of hope at that point for a recovery. And then, we'll close the day with a break of trend. And that would be a major break in the leader, essentially, the momentum leader, if anything, in the market. And sure enough, that would be a big technical change because we'd have a break of the uptrend in Nvidia, which would likely signal that there's a lot more downside to come. Okay, so that's it on Nvidia. Amazon looks like it's pretty much topped out. If I go over to Amazon here, you can see they are holding the 200-day as of right now. Looks like it's going to break, though. It really does. And if I go to the weekly chart, this is the tell for me. On the weekly chart, let me roll back and I'll show you guys. Here's the IPO for Amazon back in 97. There's a bull trend on the weekly chart. Then we basically started to build negative divergence. We broke trend right there. There's your break of trend in Amazon. So the uptrend broke in Amazon. The long-term uptrend broke in Amazon back in April of 2022. And what we've been doing is topping out now. There was a back test here on the trend line, and then they ramped it up right up here, made a slightly new higher high above the previous highs. But when they did it, they put in negative divergence on the weekly chart. So that tells me that it's very likely this is the top in Amazon and the long-term top. All right, we're not going to see a new top in Amazon for years. All right, that's what this is telling me. And then you also can see this is kind of the rally since 2023 on the weekly chart, ramping up. There's a break of trend, although they did close it close enough. And then they're trying to hold the 200 days. So if we get a strong sell into the close today, that would be a break of that trend and another long-term sell signal. So it's kind of how it's looking right now. Google cracking the 200-day as of right now on the weekly chart. So that's no bueno if Google does that. Meta getting rejected up near the highs. So we'll see how, Meta, it looks stronger than some of the others. Microsoft, these are weekly charts. Microsoft cracking the 200-day. All right, so the bulls have to step in basically in the next couple hours. Otherwise, you're going to have big breakdowns, big technical damage done to the market leaders. And if that's the case, down we go, down into a bear market. Apple's relatively strong, all right, holding probably kind of your last holdout there in Apple on the weekly chart. And then Tesla's looking okay, but in general, Tesla's in a downtrend. All right, this is the bear market for Tesla. All right, there's your downtrend line on Tesla, brief little pop above there, but never really got the weekly breakout. And then over the last couple days, it ramped right back into resistance. All right, objective short at resistance. It's down almost 6% today and should head lower. All right, this thing should continue a lot lower. Okay, yesterday we got a break of trend and a major sell signals in two of the in the second largest sector and the third largest. Here's the financials though, XLF. On the daily chart, you can see there's the ramp up, and kind of just a complete ramp up, and there's your break of trend. That's your sell signal. And then today we are seeing more selling, okay? And then we also had negative divergence on the RSI. and it's been extended on the PPO. So break of trend, sell signal, confirmation today. Financial should go a lot lower. Probably going to get a bounce here at about 44.15. It looks like those are kind of former reaction highs. And then also, if I go to the healthcare sector, XLV, there's your ramp up. We had a doji candlestick 2 days ago, Firefly doji or shooting star, whatever those ones are called. It doesn't matter. That's a reversal candlestick. More selling yesterday. That's your confirmation. So we should see some more selling. Likely not going to get a bounce in this till we hit about 150, 160. And the biggest stock in this sector is Eli Lilly, which I'm personally short. And this one, I've got it all marked up because I pointed it out. But in general, the biggest thing to look for on this one, there's your uptrend line on Eli Lilly, building negative divergence. All right, you got a break of trend right there on this candle. All right, there's your sell signal one. And then they did they ramped it back above the trend line on the, kind of a back test, but we still had negative divergence. So that was the tell that we're likely going to fail. And then there's the fail yesterday. A sell signal, pointed it out in a post to the private member group yesterday, and today more selling. So this thing's likely lights out. I do believe we're heading down to the 200-day for the next move down. And then, probably get a small bounce there because we haven't hit the 200-day for quite a while. And then likely going a lot lower. GM, I'm short this one, been short it on the back test. But in general, you can see here, and I pointed out to the private member group, support, support, support. There's your break of trend initially. All right, you hit the 200-day and you saw the ramp off the reactive bounce off the 200-day right back into resistance, and that was the objective shorting right into resistance, and we've been rejected now and we're going lower. So the selling should intensify as we head lower. All right, and in general quite a bit lower. All right, So, I think we're probably heading down to this 35.67 for the next push lower. All right, we're going to take out the 200, take out the most recent lows, and make a new low. So that would be my target on that one. Okay, so that's basically what I've got. Watch Nvidia, and see about those 15-minute divergences. Those are going to be telling. And then obviously, depending on how we close the day, it could be a major technical day. We could have some real major change in the charts after today. So leave a comment below. I'm getting kind of lonely. I'm not hearing a lot of comments from all my trolls that love to come out and mouth off as we're ramping up and I'm entering into a short position. That's where they like to kind of come out and talk, run their game. I'm on the record. One person said, "Oh, we got you on the record for saying that on 822 you think the high is in," and that was basically right there. All right, that's 822 right there. So yeah, I'm on the record for that. And we're down basically from that top. We're down in triple Qs. It's down 7% from me being on the record. So we'll get the video out, and you guys let me know what else you guys want me to cover. All right, thanks.